Hello and welcome back to Jack Knives Reviews. I'm of course your host, Jack Knives. Today we'll be looking at the Netflix original horror series, Something Very Bad is Going to Happen. Rachel and Nikki are planning their wedding, but before that can happen, they must go to Nikki's family home. There they must deal with the family drama, a possible serial killer, and a generational curse on the family that deepens the rabbit hole on if she should stay with Nikki or if it's too late. It's kind of funny when you come across a show that few people have actually talked about, and it kind of makes it more interesting for me as a person who hears little about it to kind of just see it for what it is. This is a show that deals heavy in the psychological drama that is marriage, as well as family dynamics. But it has just enough of a psychological horror and supernatural element to keep you invested in what exactly is going on. What exactly is this family's deal? What is truly to be expected? Another aspect I really like about the show, not only is it shot very beautifully in a dark sepia tone kind of feel to it. It kind of feels like a throwback to a lot of 70s psychedelic horror in some ways. And it also feels kind of familiar in the mystery series like Yellow Jackets or something on that line, without being too overly explained. But the final thing that really drove me interested in this is that almost the entirety of the cast, with the exception of one or two minor roles, are relative unknowns. Because of that, you don't really have to worry about someone stealing the spotlight and allows the performances to speak on their own. A lot of people were turned off by this series from the get-go because a lot of people were hesitant to watch this show because it had the stamp from the Duffer Brothers on it. Now, luckily, they're only executive producers, which basically means they just threw money at the project. But because of the backlash from the ending of Stranger Things, fewer people really wanted to get invested in this kind of a show. The writer and creator of this show is Haley Z. Boston. She hasn't really done too much as far as her work. Probably the biggest thing she ever did was writing several episodes of another series that I had reviewed called Hunters. For what it was, the episodes that she wrote were really compounding to the plot and really intricate. So I was kind of going in with this blind attitude as to what to expect from her, dealing with a supernatural psychological horror series. The whole central focus of the series is based around Rachel and Nikki's dynamic as a newly married couple, played by Camila Morrone and Adam DeMarco. Both of them have really only experience in dealing with tween dramas or those kind of shows. So it really centered around their acting chops with this kind of a script. And I can safely say the performance of Camila Morrone especially really centers the focus of the story and gets you invested in it. She doesn't play it over the top or this kind of snarky, mean girl who's really judgmental about the family. She's truly worried and questioning everything about this family. What is going on with them? How do they work? How are they? And just everything. And the more the episodes progress, the more mysteries add to it. Is there something psychological? Is it a supernatural, creepy mystery going on? Is there more and more questions that do actually get a resolution at the end of the series? So it doesn't feel like it's a complete waste, but it has just enough of a payoff to get you invested for a second season. I really loved the layout of the show, how it centers in kind of in the middle of nowhere in winter, because it feels isolating, but also kind of refreshing. It's not like there's no civilization, but there's just enough to make you feel kind of alone. It's really worth checking out. A lot of people have kind of overlooked it or dismissed it or really just haven't even heard of it. But I really do recommend this series because I feel like there's going to be a lot more in the second season. I'm hoping that it's going to be better, but for a beginning of a series, I really enjoyed it and I really hope more people kind of latch onto it. I give Something Very Bad is Going to Happen 4.5 out of 5. Have you seen something very bad is going to happen? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to stab that subscribe button and slice that like button, and I'll see you next time.